How addicts and parents are similar when it comes to recovery. Welcome to Angelic Expressive Connections, LLC. This is our YouTube channel with me, CEO Angelica Stevenson, the Connecting Angel, and my husband, Alan Stevenson, the spoken word rapper, is VP. And we are sharing and helping you to reconnect God's purpose and powers in you through the four expressions of poet, writer, the personalized, analytical connector, and the healing healed mother. I was having a conversation one day with God. I was communicating, I was listening, he was responding, I was talking back. And one day he sent me a download and it hit me. He was like, addicts and parents are similar when it comes to recovery. Because as addicts, we give up ourselves or have given up ourselves to something. And as parents, we also give up ourselves to something. Or to someone, for both, actually. In my book, Enough is Enough, An Addict's Guide to Self-Empowerment, I went deeper into the word addiction and addict. Because I learned that addiction is more than just a drug addiction or sex addiction or gambling addiction or shopping addiction. People nowadays are addicted to their Facebook, to social media, to electronics, to losing weight, to so much that you can get addicted to. I'm like, how can that be? How can so many different people be addicted to so many different things? And I broke down the word first. The first word in the word addicted is addict. So, all right, God, I understand what an addict is, but what's the etymology of addict? So y'all go definitely go ahead, do your own research, look up the etymology dictionary yourself to see what God gives you. So the word addict, A-D-D-I-C-T, means a person who gives up themselves to someone or something, basically. And I'm like, okay, when I was an addict to cigarettes and to crack, I gave up myself to these things. When it came to cigarettes, I started smoking when I was like in middle school, so years ago. The reason why it was difficult for me to quit smoking cigarettes for so long is because I gave myself up to smoking cigarettes when I refused and chose not to handle and deal with my emotions, with my feelings that were really intense. And first, I didn't really know how to process them and how to deal with them. Second, I didn't want to. Third, I was running away from them. So I would go to a cigarette, inhale it, let it out, and then it would be gone for that time being until I had to go back into my reality. But I gave up myself, to the cigarette, I chose the cigarette to do for me what I should have done and should have been doing myself, which is calming my own emotions, processing and working through them to know why I was feeling what I was feeling. Why I allowed it to have such an effect on me and trigger me, and why I was still reacting and responding the same way. Where was my healing? Why was I not yet healed? It's all about using my powers of self-evaluation, self-leadership, self-accountability, and getting to know myself and uprooting my four bases of soul, mind, body, and heart to see what was in me, who put it there, why I allowed it there, and why I kept it there, and what I put in myself. And I train cigarettes to be my calming effect versus allowing myself to calm myself and doing calming methods. And then later, I connected that with being a parent. Like, there are many times that a lot more back in the day, before I went on this healing journey as the healing healed mother, that I would give up myself to my children. Yes, as a parent, I gave up myself to my children. How do you give yourself up to your children? Easy. I'm not talking about my time and my energy, because that is my choice when it comes to having a child. I chose to give up my time and my energy to my children. So it wasn't that. It was my emotions, my feelings, like when I would get angry and yell and scream, like I gave up my peace to my children, which as a parent, if you're getting all upset and screaming and yelling, that does not help your child to calm down either. They still will also start getting all yelling, crying, screaming, upset still. That anger energy continues on and it carries. So I learned that I would give up myself. I would give up my peace when I started yelling and screaming. When I gave in to the emotions of maybe feeling offended if they chose not to follow my directions at first, or if they decided to talk back because they didn't agree with what I said, which is their freedom of choice and their freedom of speech, just like me. But in doing that and responding in these ways, I gave up who I was. I gave up who I am. I gave up my goal. I gave up my dream and the visualization of the mom that I wanted to be when I first got pregnant. And then I pray, I dream, I visualize, and I work on the dream, work on being every single day, moment, time, situation, circumstance. And when God helped me to see that, I was like, wow. I was like, wow. That's how God started teaching me how to not give up myself, how to keep my peace with my children. That's how people are able to see me now out and about, where they're all having their emotional experiences and situations. One's yelling, one's screaming, one's calling mommy, one's walking away, one's pulling me like Angelica. They're like, how do you stay so calm? How do you do this? I learned, for one, how not to be an addict. I learned how not to give into the addiction of giving up myself, so that I can remain in peace, so that I can remain calm, so that I can remain cool and collective, remembering who I am and who I want to be, my goals, my dreams, my desires as a woman, as a wife, as a human, and as a mother. What both addicts, whatever the addiction is, and parents have in common is the recovery, to recover. Etymology of re means to go back into within, which is within me. Cover, to recover means to return or regain consciousness, right? Regain consciousness of myself, of my actions. My son, I call him my fire child, because he naturally embodies anger. And I teach him that it's okay. You know, anger is a feeling, it's an energy. It's an energy that you use it, to move things and people away from you and to you, but in control. However, if you're so angry, have you been like so angry or sad or feeling something that you block it out, you block life out, what's happening around you, that you go into a blackout? You lose consciousness, which means it's no longer at the front of your brain. So to recover means to regain consciousness. When you stop and realize what you are an addict to, when I realized what I was an addict to, who I was an addict to, the situations that I was an addict to, the circumstances I was an addict to, I was able to learn how to regain, more than to regain, to keep my consciousness. So I had less recovery time. Because when I have less recovery time, that means I have more in control time. I have more walking and living and speaking and thinking and acting in my power time that God has given me. I have more time using my supernatural powers to bring about the situation that I want to have, that I want to experience, that I want my children to experience too. So I don't need to be in a recovery mode anymore. I'm no longer in recovery, because I learned how to keep my consciousness by keeping in control of myself, by not giving up myself anymore, by not being an addict anymore. However, that's in all things, in all situations in life. Like businesses, they go through recoveries. That's an addict. What did your business give up themselves to? What did you allow your business to give up to? Give yourself and your business up to become in a situation that you have to recover your losses or recover a partnership or whatever. If you're in a relationship and you're going through a recovery, what did you allow yourself or your relationship to give up to? What did you give up that put you or your relationship in recovery mode? I share this because, one, I like sharing teachings and lessons and messages that I get from God and my connections that I do. And two, we're all humans. All at some point in all of our lives, we have given ourselves up to something, whether it was so-called a good something that got us the desired results that we wanted, or a bad something, or we got the results that we didn't want or didn't attend to or didn't help us accomplish our goals and our dreams. It's because of this that each and every human being is able to connect, relate, communicate, and help each other. You are able to help another person with your recovery story experience. You can come ask. It's time to go. Yes?
Can you bring your dress? Are you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm about to get off.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Come in if you want to. So yeah, that's it. That's my fam. It's family time. So think about it. Thanks for listening. This is me, Angelica Stevenson, the Connecting Angel, CEO of Angelic Expressive Connections, LLC. And until next time, continue to put in that work and know that recovery can be put away so that consciousness, supernatural powers of leadership and supporting and motivating actions, choices, thoughts, and words can be forever in the forefront of your life. All right? Here we go. Here we go. Hey, put that mind work in, get your thoughts right. Put that heart work in, get your feelings right. Put that spirit work in, get your energy right. You want that life that you see in your dreams. You want that life that you wrote in your goals because you've been visualizing. It's manifestation time, so get that butt in gear and get your body up. You got work to do. Ain't no time to snooze. Hey, are you really ready to lose? Not me, no way. And Mother Universe ain't done with you. You. So what you gonna do? Put in that work. Hey, put in that work. Hey, put in that work. You almost kicked me. Hey, I'm getting to work. It's all right. Hey.
She's a good one.
Peace, y'all.